Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James Montauk, September 15th, 2024. And right here in the center. This is my ongoing documentary about how crazy the world is and things that are happening, especially in the past almost 4 years now. Ever since the Biden regime illegitimately took over our country. Jill Stein. I was one of the biggest counties in California. There was like 4 million people, or a good amount of people out there. And I was a delegate after I dumped Bernie Sanders and the Democrats. And then I went into the media committee member, which is for the entire part of California. And there were about 80 to 100,000 registered voters in California that were committed to Green Party. I went through a lot of bullshit trying to do what I could to boost the party, and then I realized that it's not designed that way. They're designed to be the cushion, or where you fall back on from the Democratic Party, and then they keep you in stasis, in a sense, or they keep you kind of like hovering in that gray area. But they do nothing. They're worthless. There's nothing that Jill Stein is going to do with her policies, which are so in line with the World Economic Forum and their New World Order, Great Reset, Agenda 201, whatever crap Bill Gates has built with them. Klaus Schwab and Yuval Harari and a bunch of other sociopaths. The predator class, I call them, the global predator class. Kind of hard to say it fast, but she's a waste of time. I don't. It's like I've been through it. I can tell you right now, she will do nothing. Nothing's going to happen. She can't. She will never. There's maybe 200 to 250,000 registered Green Party voters amongst 90 million Republican Trump supporters. Where the fuck is your brain at if you're even bringing her up in a fucking sentence? She's so aligned. Every climate change, wokeness, all this other shit, just absolutely following the orders of the World Economic Forum. Totally and absolutely. And she's full of shit. And I know it. I've met her. And I went through it. And then I figured out the party's just a fucking, it's just a stasis. It's just a place where you just kind of like in a coma. You're like in a democratic coma. That's where you go to be in a coma because nothing fucking happens with the Green Party. They don't do anything. They're more interested in dog catcher positions or city council or fucking school board or something just useless. Which, I mean, those are important, but I'm talking about... Anyway. I hear Kim Iverson talking about it. I hear people talking about it all the time. Just nothing. Nothing's going to fucking happen. There's nothing she's going to do that's going to help you. Especially when all of her fucking issues and policies are completely aligned with the Great Reset, with the New World Order, with the Great Industrial Revolution, or whatever they fucking want to call it these days. It's not what. Anyway. It's just you're wasting your fucking time, you're wasting your breath, and nothing's going to happen. Look, if you want to do something, do what I said. Back in 2020, early 2020, I'm saying, I created fthewef.org, and I said, hey, man, let's go out and do a billion-man march or gazillion-man march across the planet to stop this global pedo-predator class, unelected, gazillion sociopathic nutcases. Get them out of the fucking way. Label them as terrorists. You just keep them out of our fucking countries. But Australia has fallen. Canada has fallen. France recently has fallen. The UK has fallen. They got their people they need in those positions. Governments across the world have fallen to the global pedo-predator class, the World Economic Forum, the WHO, the World Health Organization. And, every globalist psychopath out there. That's what's happening. She's part of it. You guys will get it. I mean, if you're watching this show, then you'll understand what the fuck's going on. But, I got 48 subscribers that I've had for 2 years. And for some reason, it's only been 48 for 2 years, which is very odd. Because I'm hearing people saying, I'm subscribing, but I'm not, I have to resubscribe all the time. I wonder why. Because we have the New World Order, a.k.a. 1984 Orwellian type shit that's happening. Community guidelines and fact checkers and all this other shit. It's just continues. It's continuous. And it's going to get 1,000 times worse with a Jill Stein around and a Kamala Harris and a Biden and the Democrats around. It's just going to get fucking 1,000 times worse. Go watch a rally that Trump. Just watch anything. This guy just he dodged some more bullets today. Dodged some more what the fuck? I said they're probably going to try at least 3 times. And I always said they don't care. When it's really weird because let's kind of move over to that. Because there's somebody, in this. Is you guys okay with this? Getting worse? They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They don't fucking care. There was this post that this guy put up. And hopefully it'll come up if I just kind of refresh here. And come on, whatever. I don't know what the fuck she's... Yes, Taylor Swift is a psyop, and she's sponsored by Pfizer. We all know that, and so is Travis Kelce. I mean, fuck. What the fuck? What else do you need to know? It's just crazy. Right? So let's go to my profile and see if that came up. Replies, and I reposted this, I think. Yeah, this is a good point, and I wanted to bring it up. Okay, this is a really good point right here. See if I want to make it a little bigger so you can see it. It's kind of big. I think you can read it. At least, hopefully, you can read it. If not, well, sorry. Strange how potential or real political assassins have all had beforehand their 15 minutes of fame on mainstream media. Seems like 15 minutes isn't long enough, or what? It's like, and then you watch this, and this guy was all over the shitty assassin. They're always shitty because they're a bunch of drug overdosed, prescription drug overdosed, MK ultra'd, just meek, malleable, and obedient fools. You know, and obedient fools. Look, if Trump doesn't fucking do what he says he's going to do, I am, I'll get to that in a second. But let me see here. So am I up and ready? I'm supposed to be. I think it's not today. Anyway, let me see if I can. It's not responding. Let me just go back to see if I can do it up there. I guess I got to do this again. I wonder if I can do it. Limited reach upgrade plan. Oh shit, upgrade plan. Love that shit. Anyway, let's go back. Yeah, it's really odd because this guy's been all over the fucking place. Well, that guy too, this is kind of odd too. JFK Instagram with a mass movement behind U.S. President Trump. Okay, whatever. Photo suspect in a backpack with firearm on fence near Trump International Golf Club, West Palm Beach. So what the heck is this guy? Maybe a liberal dumbocrat asking for a friend. Yeah. West Palm Beach Sheriff Rick Bradshaw announced that a Secret Service agent noticed a rifle barrel protruding through a fence near former President Trump's residence. All right. What else we got? This event was not on any public schedule, so how did the shooter know where to be?
Returned to the White House, but this event was not on any kind of public schedule, so it's not clear how this alleged lone gunman knew the former president would be playing golf today, and also at what time. We heard the president was on the fifth hole on the front nine at Trump International. How did this lone gunman know? Perhaps he followed the motorcade. Of course, when the former president travels, he travels in a motorcade. He has Secret Service protection, but that is one of the things.
No,
if this was another potential assassin, how he had this information about where former President Trump was playing golf. Of course,
Yeah, there are people there. It's called laggers. They have rear tactical units that will be in the back, maybe a mile or even a half a mile back, to see if there's anybody coming from behind and from the sides. They check side streets. They check the back and the front. Everywhere. So they would have noticed this guy. Somebody would have noticed this guy. It just smells again. It stinks to high heaven of an inside fucking job. Again. And then he got his 15 minutes of fame. He's been all over the place. He's Mr. fucking Ukraine. Right? And it's weird. It's just amazing. It's like, and he's basically poorer than shit, but he's okay with the Democrats and the Republicans sending money to Ukraine, and he's just god-awful fucking in a hole financially. This is crazy, but it's not, because what's happening is the mainstream media also is part of the MK Ultra process. And they get people riled up and pissed off and this and this and that. Right? And then we find out recently, which I called and everybody called it, once I watched just a few pieces of see, here he is. Trump would be assassinated, arrested, highway. He's all over the fucking place. You know. The access he had, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Let me just check something real quick here. Let me jump over here. Oh, wait, no. There. Taylor Swift is a fucking psyop. Whatever. Now, Trump rally in Pennsylvania. When was that? Oh, I got to show this. I'm getting distracted. But anyway. Yeah, this is nuts. These guys suspected spotted with rifle outside a Trump golf course. Here's what's interesting is they apprehended him. They apprehended this guy. So I wonder what the Department of Justice that is under the hand or the control of the Biden administration. So is the FBI. So is everything right now. Right? So what are they going to find out from this guy? They're sure in the fuck just throwing out everything about him on social media. I mean, all his accounts, it's crazy. All the stuff about Ukraine, this and that. It's nuts. It's just all over the fucking place. Let me see. It's just forever. Gallagher in a dress. See how this works, everyone? Trump almost gets shot again, and the press connects it to the fact Haitians are eating people's pets.
Today's apparent assassination attempt comes amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail itself. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance continue to make baseless claims about Haitian immigrants in Ohio. Today's apparent assassination attempt comes amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail itself. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance continue to make baseless claims about Haitian immigrants in Ohio. Today's apparent assassination attempt comes amid increasingly fierce rhetoric on the campaign trail itself. Mr. Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance continue to make baseless claims about Haitian immigrants in Ohio.
That's like in one paragraph. That's like, how is that even? Okay, here's the kicker. There are lots of videos now coming out of 20,000, over 20,000 Haitians that were flew in, and bussed in, mostly flown in, on our dime. We paid for it. Illegal immigrants from a country of people, not all of them, that are criminals. They're worst criminals. It's been documented. Now, so Haiti is just all their criminals are here. Venezuela, all their criminals are here. And they have a history in Haiti of eating a lot of things. The Chinese do the same thing. There's a lot of countries out there that they don't give a fuck what it is, they eat it. We're like one of the only countries, one of the very few, that just eats this, that, and the other thing. Until you get into some rural areas and some people actually like eating squirrel and rabbit, which I've had several times in my life, and I'll eat quail and whatever else is out there. I mean, hunting deer, which is normal, but to some of these countries they don't have that, so they just get what they can and eat it. And there's lots of documentation and video of them doing that. Yeah, your pets aren't safe. Your jobs aren't safe. Your country isn't safe. And who did that? Who the fuck made all that happen? Right? I gotta ask. It's this chick right here. She's part of it. But right here, let me see. Let me see if I got this one. There. Mass voter import. importation to make swing states permanently blue and turn America into a one-party state. It is rational for the Democratic Party standpoint, as it guarantees victory if successful. Did you think Kamala Harris was flying them to Martha's Vineyard? Irregular Haiti somehow went to states where voted against her in 2020. Interesting. You guys getting that? Right? This is democracy, right? And you're gonna go vote for Jill Stein because she's gonna fix this. No, there's no way in hell she's ever gonna be able to fix that with 250,000 registered Greens. Maybe not even that. Since Howie fucking whatever his name is, Howie Hall or fuck, I forgot his name. Fucked up the Green Party and screwed all the other candidates over, especially my good friend Chad, who completely left and said fuck you to the Green Party. I'd like to get him back on sometime. There's a bunch of people. There's some of them, and some of my friends, good buddies I've known for a long time. There's still this little thing about Trump that they just can't get out of their system. And it was hard. Look, I was there. But then I really started digging deep. I really started to do my due diligence like never before. I had to find out why in the fuck are they going after this guy so hard. Why in the hell are they so hell-bent on going after this fucking dude? Right? What the fuck is the deal? Well, this is a good one.
I think I know what's best for me. I think you know what's best for you. And what the best thing is for this country
is Pawn Stars, right?
Is Donald Trump. I mean, if we have 4 more years of this insanity, and I love it when Kamala Harris says on day one she's going to do this and this and this, when, so just do it. You're there already. I mean, like, literally, you could go into the White House and do it, and Biden wouldn't even know you were doing it.
That was great. And I like this. I hate Taylor Swift. Her friends, the people, look, it's just, she's a, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I know that a lot of her friends are Satanists. It's been proven. I've shown it on this show. Her very close friends. I mean, I don't know if I want to be a part of that, If you do, that's up to you. A lot of people don't. There's some people that there's a lot of people that are saying, nah, we're just going to do this instead.
Voting Donald Trump, baby. Voting Donald Trump, baby. Voting Donald Trump, baby. Voting Donald Trump, baby.
That's real big everywhere. Yeah. They're just like, no, we're not a part of it anymore. And I'll probably get a fucking, I think it's only 45 seconds that I can have that on there. But anyway. Really, this is what, it's a good point. This kid makes a pretty good point here. Maybe I should play it, but when they say Kamala has record-breaking donations. Yeah. This is an interesting piece of information. Right? I want you to look at this. This is interesting. Biden's son, Romney's son, Pelosi's son, John Kerry's son are all on the board of directors for energy companies doing business in Ukraine. Why are we sending so much money to Ukraine? Where's that money going to? It's fucking, come on. It's all fucking right there. Look it up. I looked that up. That's true. And a lot of others that are connected to the Democratic Party. It's fucking just, it's, once you start diving in, you're just like, what the fuck? Right? It's like, what the fuck, fucking fuck. And Lindsay Davis, who was one of the moderators, I think she kind of lost a position or something. I got to find this first. I got totally off track here. Let me just, give me a second. What's that guy's name? Fucking, wait. Here, I got it. Give me a second. Just, Thomas Massey. I'm trying to see if that's... No. I think we can find him in here somewhere.
Stop this.
No, I'm not stopping. Thomas Massey. I'm in the wrong place. Hang on. I don't know about you. No, that's not him.
Can we be honest with
Oh, I
the
think
American
this is
people about what's going on?
Oh, this is fucking huge. I'm going to blow this up. But, wait. I need to make it a little smaller here. Here we go. So I can get, let's just put it right. Oh, shit, stop. Alright. I want it bigger, but I don't want the fucking whole screen. See, when I do, it takes up the whole fucking, I want, I guess I'll have to do it this way. And I'll just zoom in. But, I gotta, this is fucking epic. This is epic. This is a Republican who's fucking just telling you what it is. I mean, there is no holding back here. And a lot of you will understand and recognize what this man is saying. And at the same time, you'll agree. And then you also have to go, well, why would he fucking say that? Because if you've seen this man's voting record, he's you know, if he was running for president, I would vote for him. I hope he runs. I hope he does. I hope they don't fucking go after him, because he kind of exposes it all right here. And how many times have I said, in a lot of, since I've had Monotalk, and this is my 6th channel because of Orwellian Big Brother fucking community guidelines, have I said, it's just a show. It's just theater. Nothing's fucking going to happen. They always listen to the lobbyists. 70%, over 70% of everything they pass benefits the lobbying bodies, the giant lobbying bodies. We're talking big pharma, the big military complex, big, you know, all that. And they fucking do it all the time. This is just theater. And he's watch. And he's going to fucking tell you. He is going to fucking just tell you right out.
And I would call in Mr. Massey.
Can we be honest with the American people about what's going on here? This is political theater. I'm going to call out both sides right here. It's all posturing. It's fake fighting. We all know where it ends up. This is Groundhog Day. I don't care if the Democrat is the speaker or Republican is the speaker. We always get a CR in September, and then we get an omnibus. Sometimes there's a twist on that. We might get the omnibus before Christmas, but if we're not good, it comes after Christmas. But that's what's going to happen. And in the meantime, it's political theater. You know, we've got it's good theater. We've got great writers. I wish they'd just come up with a new plot. It's the same plot every fiscal year. What should we be doing? It's already been discussed. We should have done 12 separate bills. We should have done 12 separate bills.
Yeah.
But again, whether Democrats are in control or Republicans are in control, we never do the 12 separate bills. Why do we always spend at least as much as we did last year, and why do we never cut spending? It's because Democrats want to grow the welfare state, and Republicans want to grow the military-industrial complex. And we're eventually going to get together, and they're both going to go up. I guarantee it. And both parties are just fine letting the bureaucrats do their thing, which should be our thing, according to Article 1, Section 8 in the Constitution. We are empowered with these things. Most important of the things we do is the funding, and that's the big lever we have. You know, I've sat through now almost 2 years of hearings in this Congress where we've exposed lies at the CDC, shortcuts at the FDA, unconstitutional gun bans at the ATF, over prosecution of January 6ers at the DOJ, targeting common citizens at the FBI, spying by the NSA, illegal mandates for livestock by the USDA, targeting plant vaccine or transgenic plant vaccine at the NSF, and censorship, the censorship industrial complex of which the NSF is part of, automobile kill switch at the DOT. Now, these are all things I think most Democrats are just fine with, this kind of totalitarian state that the bureaucrats are pushing on us. But Republicans at least pretend to be against these things. But what are we going to do this September? We're going to fund every freaking one of those things that we have exposed. That is the tool that we have, is the funding. Why are we funding things we don't like? We don't have to. Well, it's because we're addicted to spending. And this doesn't do anything about the addiction at all.
The addiction comes from the greed and the money that they get from doing it. It's not an addiction, it's just greed.
So let me touch on one point too here that I think is important. Is, you know, a couple years ago, or a summer and a half ago, I suppose now, we did something where we allowed the debt limit to be increased. But as a condition of that, we said if you do a CR that lasts past April 30th, everything's going to get cut 1%. And that, to me, seemed like at least a little tinge of fiscal responsibility was creeping in. But now I notice that this CR, instead of going 1 year and giving us time to do the 12 appropriations bills, is going to go 6 months. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen because this goes 6 months. Number one, it ends in March 28th, on March 28th. Well, the automatic cuts happen on April 30th if the CR went past that. So that is exactly why the Speaker chose a 6-month CR, is so we don't have even the chance, a threat to this town, it's a threat of a 1% cut. We don't want to even, this is like T-ball. The 1% cut is on the tee, and Republicans won't even swing at it. So instead, we're going to do a 6-month CR instead of a 1-year CR. That sets up another crisis next spring where we can do another pretend fight sometime around March.
Pretend
and that fight
it'll
be the same fight regardless of who wins the presidency and who's in charge of the Senate and the House. And we're basically going to get pretty much the same result. But that's 6 months from now. In the meantime, we can kick the can down the road. All of these things that we've exposed and all of these hearings are going to continue to get funded. But wait, there's a bright, shiny object on this CR. I've never seen one of these. I have never seen a bright, shiny object attached to one of these must-pass bills. Oh, wait, no. It actually happens. There always is. A bright, shiny object. A bauble, if you will. A little something to get excited about. This SAVE Act. It's going to save us all, right? And by the way, this is good political theater. I do like this part of it, that we're going to see almost every Democrat cast a vote so that illegals can vote in our elections. I mean, that's pretty clever on the part of our speaker to set that up, make you all take that vote. But here's what he's going to do after you take that vote. He's going to take it off. The bright, shiny object goes away. It's Lucy and the football again. And the American public is all revved up. Yeah, we're going to get to save it. We're going to save these elections. We're going to stop the illegals from voting. Really? How are you going to do that in like 6 weeks? I think they're already registered if they're going to vote. Some of them probably already voted. This SAVE Act ain't going to save anything. And particularly because it ain't ever going to become law. It's a false promise to get all the Republicans half pregnant. And then you're going to get fully pregnant by the end of September when you vote for this CR. That is not going to have this, I mean, I hate to break this to you. I mean, the Democrats already know this. I'm not telling you anything special. I hate to break it to the Republicans. You ain't getting the SAVE Act. It is not going to stay on this bill. Why? Because we're going to cave. We're going to cave. Is it a fight worth having? Absolutely, it's a fight worth having. Make those Democrats say they want illegals to vote. Make them take that vote as many times as you can. And then make them go to the ballot box in November. But that's what it is political theater, folks. We all know where it ends up. We've seen it. I've been here 12 years. I've seen it 12 times. I refuse to be a thespian in this failure theater. And with that, I yield back.
Fucking A. That was probably the greatest presentation within the past 30 years. There's nothing greater than what that man said on that day, which was, I believe, the 9th. Wait, what day was that? He said it on 9/9/24. Fucking shit. The great, and it's, and nobody, you know, Thomas Massey's been on fucking, on Jimmy Dore. He's been on a lot of used to be Bernie Sanders programs. He's been on with Dave, the Libertarian, who was just on Kim Iverson's show. He's been on with a lot of fucking people all over the place, and quite honestly, there's nothing he said that is not true. Everything he said in that 6, 7, 8, whatever minutes, 5 minutes, I guess, is spot on. Well done. This is perfectly and absolutely spot fucking on. You know? And I'm gonna fucking tell. I'm gonna send this to Kim. Because right now, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. But she's all about Jill Stein. And I'm gonna call her Sabby. Right? I'm sending it to my buddy Sabby. And I'm gonna send this to Jimmy. Me. Jimmy. Oh shit, what's going on here? Jimmy Oliver. Jimmy _ Dore, right? Yeah, right here, Jimmy Dore. The greatest congressional rant of the past few decades. Wow. Yeah, it's the SAVE Act came around a few months ago. A lot of these people have already fucking voted. I've always, the thing that I brought up the most up is census, because they can't add oh shit, okay, I'm kind of moving quick in here in my mind, so I got to slow down a little bit. What I've always said, okay, is that if you have it, the way that they were able to cheat in 2020 is to say that a certain amount of people voted that were over the age of 18, and they didn't go over that mark. And these are people in the Census Bureau. So if I'm in the census and I'm filling out the census and I've got 5 people in my house, all Americans, citizens, kids, whatever, I put that in there. But you could also say that I have 5 people in my family and then some other people that live there, and they don't ask where they're from. You can say whatever you want where they're from. They don't fucking care. So you can add an extra 15 people to the census, and then what that does when you're voting is they're able to say, well, it matches because they're not over the amount of people that are in that state or in that county or in that city, or the people that were supposed to be voting, because we have X amount of people that should be, that are able to vote, that are over 18 according to the census, but we're not expecting all of them to vote. Maybe 40%, maybe 60%. But all of a sudden, some of those people, we find out, and it's already been found out, that they're not legal U.S. able to vote citizens. And that's not even in the fucking SAVE Act. That's not even in that. I've yelled from top of the roofs to MTG and everybody fucking else. It's almost like they know it's going to happen. Right? Look. Somebody that was MK Ultra'd by mainstream media, or maybe some influencers that work with the 3-letter departments out there, just took another shot at fucking our ex-president, who shouldn't have been our ex-president. The guy that I think is a decent man and doing what he's supposed to be doing, or trying to do what he can do. But but there needs to be some serious changes. I think that wait, here's a good one. I know for not, well, here's what I do know. Massey likes Trump. Trump likes Massey. Trump understands Massey. Massey understands Trump. They're on the same page. What does that say? And then I heard the other day, and I was bothered by it as well, that Trump shook Kamala, whatever the fuck. Her name always changes, and so does her ethnicity for some reason. Her hand at the 9/11 ceremony. He goes, well, you guys don't think it's... I go, yeah, it's kind of suspect, but right now the guy's going through the formalities. I just believe he's going through the formalities. He's just doing what he needs to do, working his ass off, because he got fucking screwed. He got slandered. He's been hammered. He lost fucking like $2 billion through all this shit ever since 2020. I mean, even before that, he donated all of his his 250 whatever they make a year for president. Who's done that? Did Obama do that? Nope. Did Bush do that? Nope. Did Clinton do that? Nope. Did Biden do that? Fuck no. You think Kamala's going to? Fuck no. There's so many things that tell me that Trump he's going through, that's why they're trying to they're going after him. And I told somebody that's close to me, my daughter, I said one of the biggest reasons, and then I'm going to end on this because this is it. They fear him is because Pedowood, aka Hollywood, right, is completely a part of trafficking, people trafficking, young, old, small, big, whatever, right? And so are the Democrats. This one lady, I played it on one of my shows, staunch Democrat. She says, I'm done. I am not going to keep passing this kind of crap, these bills. I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. She left the party. And she was talking about no protection for children, and they can have these men with beards go into school and read about sexually explicit shit, dressed in fucking thongs. And these teachers are taking these kids to stripper fucking trans shows. Fucking crazy. I don't know how you see that, but to me that's fucking just lunacy. Right? Maybe I'm a little conservative. Right? But I'm telling you this. The kids, just let them be children, for God's sakes. They'll find all that out later, and they'll play around. And Bob, you might wear a dress one day, and maybe you might wear a football helmet the next day, and maybe, just let them fucking grow up, for fuck's sakes, you sick fucks. Yeah, there was that poll that came out. Not a poll, it was an actual study. 64% of freaking liberal-leaning Democrats, right? Used to serious. Wait, what are we got here? Hey, Jordan. Are mentally ill. And a good 80% of them are either on some serious drug, cocaine, whatever, alcoholics, also, what is the other one? Just any over-the-counter drugs, some pharmaceutical drug of some kind that they're on for medications, keeps their minds okay or something. This is who you're dealing with. This is that's the side that's voting for Kamala Harris. And that fully support the Democrats. It's pretty fucking crazy, man. It's pretty fucking crazy. It's also very fucking dangerous, honestly, of what's happening out there. Very fucking dangerous. Yeah, that's the reason why they fear Trump, because he's going to expose them all. That's why they keep going after him. Oh, nice. Did you say hi? I'm just saying. Anyway, Jordan, I was just gonna get up, but it's been a long day. I worked earlier this morning, and I'm tired. I'm gonna go make a pork chop, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Maybe I'll make some rice with that. I don't know. Anyway, the point that I'm making is you can continue on the road that you've been on, or you can go with the maverick, an actual maverick, a person that they can't trust, right? The bureaucrats, the lobbyists, they don't know where this guy is going to go. And what's good about him is he'll fucking go off script to, you know what? Yeah, I don't like what you're doing there. Right? He's not a fan of Lindsey Graham. He's not a fan of fan of Mitch McConnell. He might appear with him or do something right now, but look, the guy's he's a fucking master chess player. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but he's good at chess. His kids are good at chess. They know when to pull back, when to move forward. They're very calculated people. You know, his family is doing well. You know, more power. God bless him. More power to him. I want that to happen for my kids and my. You know, I want them to do well too. If they want to be millionaires or billionaires, God bless, fucking go for it. Go for it. Get it. Get some. Right? Anyway, thank you all for listening. Thomas Massey's awesome. Donald Trump, I'm voting for. Everybody else that wants to vote for, fucking even bring up Jill Stein, it's just a waste. Anyway, I can't believe I'm fucking bringing up her name. It's just such a waste of energy and time right now. Nothing's going to happen with her. Nothing. And she's totally with the World Economic Forum. She's right on path with them. I don't see how nobody sees that. Nobody sees that. It's fucking weird. It's just strange, man. You know, and that's why I watch. That's why I don't know why people don't watch. Maybe they don't want to hear what they're doing wrong or right, or maybe they're just like, I don't know. But listen, I've apologized to some Republican friends of mine that I had problems with because I used to praise Obama and what the fuck that guy was doing, and him and Big fucking Mike, which I bought the PSYOP too. You know, but now over time, and I've had time. This is what I'm finding. These people out there, the global pedo-predator class, are running everything. Kamala Harris is not going to run anything. Joe Biden hasn't been running shit. If you've watched everything he's ever done, he's guided everywhere. Oh, sir, you can't see that. Oh, you have to be away from that. Oh, no. And you saw his cue cards. Move forward, step here, now say this. These are things that he's been fucking puppeteered to do. Kamala's just going to be the same thing because she's a cackling nut job. Oh, and by the way, she fucking cheated in that last debate. That's already been proven. A signed affidavit of putting the whistleblower came out and signed this information. A real live person that's in the system of ABC under penalty of perjury signed the affidavit stating this is what happened. Blah, 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 blah. She cheated. She rigged. She did. She already knew. Da, 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 da. There it is. And then her fucking sorority friend was fucking asking questions, and it was the 3-on-1 against Trump. And Trump's like, you know what? I ain't fucking going in your... And that's why he's not doing a debate. I don't blame him. Why? You know, it's pretty fucking badass that he went into the fucking... It stepped into their castle without a fucking sword and said, bring it. He did that several times. And they, you know... But he's like, no, not anymore. And they're taking shots at me again, so he's really got to be protected, people. Wherever he goes, people have to fucking go look. If you know he's at a golf course, if you know he's at the fucking grocery store, if you know he's going to get a tattoo, I don't fucking, which he doesn't have any, he's against it. Just guy doesn't even drink. I don't think he smokes pot either. I just think he's just he's just high on life and living it. But anyway, protect him. Oh God, I swear to gosh. This country is the last stronghold. He's our only fucking hope. It's not fucking Jill Stein. It's never going to be Jill Stein. It definitely isn't fucking Kamala Harris. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is in the Trump camp now, people. Tulsi Gabbard's in the Trump camp now, people. Yeah, they've got a problem with Israel. He'll fix that. Trump will fix it. He's not a fan of Netanyahu. I'm telling you. There's a lot of shit that's going to be corrected, fixed, and we're going to have the purest water, purest food. Fuck. I brought this up the other day. I was showing my daughter. I was going, why the fuck do I have organic pepper that's 60 cents more expensive than regular pepper that I've been eating my entire life? What the fuck have I been eating my entire life? Shouldn't I have been eating organic, real fucking pepper? No, this is the shit you're gonna get. The lie. You vote for fucking Kamala Harris, you're gonna get this shit all day long, all week long, and twice on fucking Sundays. And as I've said, if the guy doesn't fucking drain the swamp, his entire MAGA base is gonna go off. If he fucking and RFK's already said, I'm gonna help Trump drain the fucking swamp. Tulsi Gabbard's going to help drain the swamp. Massey's going to help him drain the swamp. What you just heard from Massey is amazing. I recommend everybody listen to that, because that's it. That's it. That's Congress. It's just a big fucking show. You need somebody in there that has the majority, that can make sure these fuckers start doing their job for us. For us, which Trump will do, which I believe he'll do. That's why I'm voting for him. But it ain't going to be fucking Jill Stein, and it sure the fuck is going to be Kamala Harris. So what the fuck is up your ass? Because it's a pretty bad stick. Amazing. Anyway, thank you for listening.